Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, live on WBON-TV Channel 9 and on radio at V99.3, Sports Radio 103.5 and Y92.5. Support your favorite local teams and enjoy the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Also brought to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair, the law offices of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Aero Auto Glass. Now let's go live to your hosts, Michael Watkins and Samantha Burford.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome into a special edition of the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. We're on the road tonight, live at Apollo Pizza here in Corbin. Samantha Burford, Michael Watkins. We've got Coach Wells here with us. And Samantha, no game this Saturday for the Colonels, but still a lot to be excited about as we come off a win at home over Nichols. 9 straight wins at home for the Colonels.
That's right.
And,
that's like a goal that Coach Wells told us this
we're still
season.
doing it. We're
still going.
Yeah, and we got Coach with us. Coach, I think that's one thing that you've talked about, too. Even after the loss to West Georgia, all the goals that you guys have, they are still obtainable, even though right now we sit at 0-1 in conference play. Still a lot to be excited about.
No doubt. I mean, we got to hope West Georgia gets beat, and if they don't, then, hey, crown them king and move on. I mean, that's how you do it. But, all our goals are sitting in front of us. We every year we have the goals of going undefeated at Roy Kidd Stadium, winning a conference championship and winning a national championship. No, I think if you don't put goals out in front of you, what are you trying to reach? We try to, not pay attention to the scoreboard, not do those type of things. But in the end, you're playing to win the game and you're playing to win. And that's what we're trying to do. And we're trying to create a consistency in doing that, much like Coach Kidd did back in the day. And, we've got the guys to do it. We got to continue to fight to get better and grow up. And that's what we're doing.
Well, Coach, you just mentioned Coach Kidd. Look behind you.
I know. It's beautiful, isn't it?
How incredible is that?
Well,
now, you knew exactly when that picture was taken.
Yeah, I knew.
And she didn't trust you, though. She didn't trust you.
A lot of people didn't believe me, but I've seen that picture many times. Obviously, 1982 semifinal win.
That's right.
At then Hanger Field, and now Roy Kidd Stadium. And so, Coach has meant a lot to me in my career and everything that I've done in coaching, because he gave me one of my first early jobs. It was my second job ever in college. And so the chance to, we were talking on the way in, driving him down here, and I cannot remember the name of the hot dog shop down here, but the Dixie, he just said it. Mr. Baker just said it. The Dixie. So he would want to always come to the Dixie, come check out Corbin and who was coaching, and then see the Red Hounds and do all that. And we've got 2 Red Hounds with us and a Laurel County guy, a Jaguar, and so excited to have them on. All 3 are really contributing to us this year. But that's a phenomenal mural right there, and people got to come check this place out. It is. I'd say Corbin's got a lot of things going on, it looks like, downtown, and this fits right in here. It'd be a great place to come to after Corbin Red Hound games and eat some pizza and have some suds or whatever you want to do and enjoy life, and then watch games all day on Saturday. Plenty of TVs and great service and great food. So, I think it's a great deal. We obviously have the one in Berea and Richmond and Lexington and great places, and this is just another great addition to the family of Apollos.
Well, when you look at this place, too, it's very kind of, an update. When you go to Apollo's, you kind of get that older pizza place-like feel.
Right.
You come here, the thing that stuck out to me when we walked in, it's very modern feel. And they got the garage doors open right now. It's a great place to watch a game. You can see the folks that are here kind of hanging out tonight, enjoying some good pizza, some good food. I love going downtown to both Apollo, and you got the Blue Stallion there that you all do the show normally on Thursday night. So great. And it's funny, Samantha texted me when we were on the way here. She's like, we're getting off the exit. It was 6:05, and normally we do the show at 6 o'clock on a Monday night, and she gets there about 10 minutes till we go live. And I said, I'm not worried about you. You got about 20 more minutes till you normally get here on time.
Hey,
so I'm not worried one bit.
I got to roll in with Coach Wells today.
So you were VIP tonight.
I got to pick, do I ride with you or do I ride with Coach? I chose Coach.
Well,
I think it's the right
I got a feeling she chose because my wife is here somewhere.
Well, probably.
Since they hang out a lot.
Well,
she did miss out on some pretty good karaoke on the way down, though. So you did miss out on that.
Yeah.
And it was all from Gags, too. It wasn't even me.
I can't win.
Well, when you look at being here tonight, we got the players coming on, obviously, but Just real quick, let's look back at that win over Nichols.
Right.
2-0 now at home on the season, and obviously good to get a victory, but some offense. There were some things that worked for you. You know, Brady had a great game. Seemed like Miles kind of settled in a little bit and got some things going offensively. Let's talk about that and really how you've seen the progression of the offense, because the defense has been there.
Right.
But the offense, what you've seen from the Louisville game to where you are now.
Well, I think obviously, you start off at Louisville, a top 25 team who's undefeated right now. That's a challenge.
Yeah.
It is. And we knew we had 5 new starters on the offensive line. Basically a new starter at tight end, a new starter at quarterback. And, of those 5, only one of them had played a lot in games.
Yeah.
And so up front, new starting tailback and 2 new starting receivers out of the 3. So, I mean, we knew it was probably going to be some maturity lessons learned, and it was going to be a struggle in some things. And in anything that came out of it positive, we tried to find and build on. And, you're trying to find ways to shuffle the deck a little bit to get the 5 best on the offensive line out there, to get the, best receivers out there. Then injuries start playing a little play in it. And, those are all the excuses, but they're also reality. And so we've got to – we're settling in now on what we're doing. I think we had a great week of practice this week. So I think our offense is taking strides and going. The negative is, people look at stats. Well, I mean, when you have a bad couple of games, the stats are what they are. They're never going to change. I mean, because you've got those bad games. And so you just got to keep playing and not worry about that. You're playing for the one stat that matters is wins. We're 2-1 in FCS play right now. So that gives us a chance to continue to do what we need to do. And, the 2 losses to Marshall and to Louisville don't really – I mean, they count, but they don't count as far as hurting us from getting into the playoffs if we don't get the automatic bid or anything like that.
Yeah, so still a lot of things to be excited about. You got anything before we let him go and bring on the players?
Of course I do. Before we let him go, talk to us about what can the fans expect against Austin Peay. I mean, that's a huge rivalry. They're going to roll in here after we beat them in overtime last year. So talk to us about, I know that's a special place for you, too. Of course, you want to win, and we want to beat the heck out of them.
Well, yeah. I mean, I played there, so
calm down.
It was awesome.
I'm going to play. No,
but
just kidding.
It was, last year was a great game. Same staff. They had some staff changes, but same staff. And, most of the players – probably come and go, transfer portal-wise.
Yeah.
We'll know more and more. We know a little bit about them today. They play West Georgia tomorrow, Saturday. And at home for them. So that's 2 ranked opponents. They win that one. Obviously, they'll stay ranked. And so it'll be a great game. It's going to be a great atmosphere. Hopefully the weather looks like it's going to be nice. They're a good football team. They've got a really good quarterback that transferred from Mississippi State. It's going to be a threat, and we're going to have to do a great job both in the run game against him and in the throw game because he's good at both. I've known him since high school. He's from Nashville area, and one of my good friends, coached him in high school. And so they're going to be, they've done a nice job of what they're doing, so it's going to be a challenge. But, we've talked and, we played, since I've been the head coach, we've played 13 ranked opponents. All right, and that's probably the most of anybody in that time frame. And, we've done well. And so, to us, it's all about us. It's not about what the other team does. I mean, you got to know what they do.
Yeah.
But we got to go in, and we got to play with a confidence and an edge that, we've been trying to play with all year. We see that on defense. We're starting to see it a little bit on special teams, and we're starting to see it a little more on offense. So, again, I go back to this week's practice, maybe the best week we've had. We just finished and, ran in the shower and got down here. And so I'm excited. They've got some days off now to rest and recoup and get their minds in a right place. So when we come back on Monday, we can do some things and start getting ready for Bloody Tuesday, and then go Bloody Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, and then have a great crowd at Roy Kidd Stadium like we did last week.
Yeah.
I mean, last week's crowd was amazing. And we need that again. So we need the city of Corbin to come down there after the Roundhounds get a win on Friday night and watch these boys play. And the same thing with London, where Jack's from. And so it's important for them to see people in the stands and do that. But, Austin Peay's a good team, but, you got to strap them up and go play.
There you go. We've got 3 players from the area that'll be coming on with us, so we'll step aside for our first commercial break. A lot more to get into, so hang around, enjoy some great food. If you're watching, be sure to stay tuned in as we get you set for more exciting news and some stuff we'll talk about here with EKU football.
Come on down and join
come on
us.
down right now. Hang out with us. If you're out and about and you're
down.
walking down the street and you see things that are going on here at Apollo's Pizza here in downtown Corbin, come by, say hello, and let's talk some EKU football. We'll be right back on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
When you grow up in Richmond, there are 2 traditions you know by heart.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football.
Jack Burford Chevrolet isn't just a place to buy a car. It's where generations of Central Kentucky families have started their journey.
More than just a school, EKU is the heartbeat of this town, a cornerstone where tradition, pride, and a winning spirit come together.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football. 2 Richmond icons, 1 winning tradition.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
Welcome back into the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show live here at Apollo Pizza in Corbin. And Samantha Burford, Michael Watkins here with you. We got Jack Chappell from London, Kentucky. Played your high school football at North Laurel. Redshirt freshman right now for the Colonels, playing outside linebacker. And we do have, as we talk to the 3 players here this evening, we have got 4 tickets per player to give out. We've got a trivia question that we are going to ask for each player. And for Jack, the trivia question is, how many tackles did you have in 2022 with North Laurel? I've got the answers, so if somebody is watching on the Facebook stream, you can go on there and comment that. I've got the number according to the KHSAA website, and we'll have a question for each player. So if you can either come over and tell it to us if you know the answer, or go over to WBON-TV's Facebook page and comment that, and we'll give those out. We can't win, but we'll be there anyway.
I know how many total tackles you got. Do you know that your senior year?
I would.
Well, don't answer. That's the question. That's the trivia question.
You said against the one team.
No. That's for the whole season. For the whole season. Yeah. That's
Okay,
the
then I do
trivia
know.
question. So
I don't.
You
that's good though.
definitely don't
He don't even pay attention to the stats, Samantha. He's just playing some football. But talk about, first of all, putting on the Colonel uniform. What made you want to be an EKU Colonel?
Well, they were my first offer out of high school, and they've always been very nice to me. They've always felt like home. I like to be close to home. I'm from London, just 40 minutes away, if that. They've always treated me super nice, and I like the program and how it goes. Good culture, too.
Well, you are in Corbin right now. That is like rivalry territory. Does it feel weird to be here in Corbin?
Not really, not since I've been at EKU, because I've got to know Brody and Jacob. And
big teammates.
Yeah, I've known Brody forever, so I've been to Corbin quite a bit.
Well, talk to us about this season. What are you expecting out of this team? And going forward, what's happening? Tell us about your experience.
I'm expecting us just to come together as a group and just play as best as we can for as long as we can.
Wait, and looking at that, so you didn't play against Corbin when you were in high school. Looking at some of the numbers, they did play this year, and Samantha
I got it wrong.
wanted to point out that Corbin won.
I even said it in the car.
Yeah, so you said Corbin won 28-14.
My husband would say I'm never wrong, but I got it wrong.
Which I don't think John would say that. Trust me, I don't think John would say that. You might say you're never wrong, but I don't think John would say that. But we'll ask him. We'll maybe ask him. But when you look back at your high school career, playing at North Laurel, you had a lot of success there, obviously. What did you say was a good comparison from being a Jaguar to being a Colonel? Both programs, there is tradition at both. So talk about that, and maybe what is the biggest comparison when you look back on, what it was like playing for North Laurel to what it's like playing for Eastern?
Well, yeah, obviously high school and college is night and day difference, but it's still football. I just say the biggest difference is the football IQ that I've gained being at EKU compared to being in high school.
Okay. What's your favorite part about, putting on the maroon and white when you go out there on Saturday?
Just playing football, man. I've been doing it since I was a little kid. Love it.
I mean, we just talked about some rivalry football, but, going into this season, EKU has rivalries, and obviously Austin Peay is one of them. Do you get that? And, I mean, does the team talk about it? What is your expectation as far as knowing this has got to be, a big win, especially reaching that goal to keep the winning streak alive at home?
Well, for me personally, I've been sitting behind Cam and Quez, and I've learned a lot from them. So I've just been watching and seeing the rivalry, but now I'm starting to pick up on special teams a lot. So I'm starting to get it and feed off the energy all the other players are having about the rivalry.
Yeah.
What's it been like? So when you start, obviously you go to Louisville, that's a very tough matchup. Same with Marshall, the West Georgia game. When you look back on those losses, what was the vibe around the team going into the Nichols game, and how do you think things are now after we got another victory, sitting at 2-1 in FCS play?
Yeah, it's really a sense of we're better than that, and we're going to show you that we're better than that more than anything.
All right. And you were a part of the team last year, obviously. Talk about when you look back at the celebration when it was announced you guys were going to be in the postseason, that feeling and knowing that you're chasing after that again this year. Have you had any conversations with any of the guys, any of these new guys, about like, hey, listen, we had the taste of it last year. Let's continue to build on what we've started already early on in the season, and let's make sure we get there again.
Yeah, all the time. The main thing is we've just been taking it game by game. Coach Wells has, emphasized that always, that it's this game. It's us versus us.
Okay. All right, now, so we asked a trivia question. How many total tackles did Jack have his senior year, 2022? That was your senior season at North Laurel?
I think that'd be 2023 would be my
So 22
senior year.
was your junior year. All right, so that's what I've got the tackles from. Does anybody know how many tackles he had? Anybody out there in the crowd? All right, so 52 was the answer. So your junior year, 52 tackles at North Laurel. And we were talking, so we do live streaming for Madison Central, and North Laurel just beat Central a couple of weeks ago, Samantha. So it's a little bit, but we know that he's got the maroon and white on now. He's doing big things for the Colonels, and looking forward to following you as we go along throughout the year. So congratulations on a successful start to the season. And I know you said you were playing behind a couple of guys, but keep working, and I'm sure your chance will come to be out there doing more things for EKU football.
I think that's where they all start, right? Red shirt.
Well, I mean, most of the young guys for sure. And, I'm sure Coach Wells can kind of talk about that with the day and age of the transfer portal. It's a lot harder for an underclassman to kind of see the field.
That's exactly
but,
right.
We're seeing big things down the line for these guys. We'll step aside for another commercial break. When we come back, Jacob Baker will come on with us. We've got a trivia question for Jacob as well. And I've seen Jacob in a lot of TikToks, Samantha, so I'm going to ask him about that when we come back on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
He's smiling over there.
When you grow up in Richmond, there are two traditions you know by heart.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football.
Jack Burford Chevrolet isn't just a place to buy a car. It's where generations of Central Kentucky families have started their journey.
More than just a school, EKU is the heartbeat of this town, a cornerstone where tradition, pride, and a winning spirit come together.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football. Two Richmond icons, one winning tradition.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills. When you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
Welcome back into the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Samantha Burford, Michael Watkins. You're live at Apollo Pizza in Corbin. Samantha, I'm seeing everybody else walk through and get the buffet.
I haven't eaten yet.
Well, I was hoping John would bring us a plate.
Not yet.
You didn't talk, ask him about that?
We got to work first.
All right. Well, we are working right now. We are working right now.
But we do want to remind everybody.
Yeah.
This place is open,
Yeah,
brand new, downtown Corbin.
And they said, 10 to 10 on weekdays, weeknights,
10 to
and
11.
then 10 to 11 on the weekend. So if you're
then
coming to the area,
special
come by and check it out.
Friday nights after the Corbin Redhounds play home games, they're going to stay open late.
Okay, cool.
So come in, go to the game, and come to Apollo Pizza.
Well, there's one
And
guy,
enjoy
or a
the
couple
win.
of guys that we're going to talk to. This is one of them right here. They had a lot of success playing at Corbin, Jacob
That's
Baker.
right.
And listen, when your dad walked in earlier, I was talking to him, and I you look a lot alike your dad. Do you get that a lot? Did you
Yeah,
tell
I
your
hear
dad?
that a lot. I'm the good-looking one, though.
Okay,
so.
that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
already after.
Yeah, that's not a problem at all. So when you talk about playing the kicker punter position, and you hear it all the time, you're kind of just off doing your own thing. And we know Patrick Nations and the guys that have come through this have had a lot of success playing for the Colonels. We've had a lot of Australian punters come through this system over the last 10, 15 years, it seems like. But talk about yourself and your legacy. I think last year when we talked to you a few weeks ago, or maybe a couple of months ago on the show, you talked about how, last year was kind of an awakening for you, those first couple of games playing against the FBS schools. But then you kind of found your stride. This year, talking to your dad, he's like, we got off to a slow start again, but now you had a good game against Nichols. So talk about that, and what do you think is for yourself that it maybe takes you a couple of games to kind of get into a rhythm and get the feel of somebody actually coming after you out there?
Yeah, I'd say, first couple of games, me personally, I hold myself to a super high standard. So, like, when I don't meet that, that I know I'm capable of, I kind of get frustrated. But usually, I don't want that to happen, but it helps me grow as a player.
Yeah.
And how to handle things. Like if something goes wrong, you can't just sit there and, just have another bad one.
Yeah, got to learn from it, right?
Yeah, so it's got to have you have to reset your mind a little bit. Just move to the next play next play, and then just put your team in the best position.
Who's been maybe the person you've learned the most from in this position? Was there somebody you worked with when you were playing at Corbin, or and now at this level, is there somebody that's really kind of stepped up and helped you learn that position?
Yeah, so I'd say, in high school, I didn't really have a kicking coach. David Hanna, he pushed me every single day. He didn't really know a whole lot about kicking, but he knew that what I had to do to get it done. I went to all the Ray Guy camps, worked with Rick sang a ton. I actually this past spring, I went out to San Diego and trained with Nick Novak, played for the Chargers, AJ Cole, and a couple of UFL guys. And I'd say I really try to mimic my game after those pros, because obviously they're good at what they're doing because they're playing at the next level. So, just learn from those guys and just being a sponge, soaking up all the information as I can while I'm there, and just, better myself. Just take steps every single day and just, get better at whatever I do. So.
You got a question? Before you get to it, let me ask the trivia question because I forgot to get that to that. So when Jacob played in Corbin, y'all, 2022, you made it to the state championship game, right?
Yeah.
We know how Boyle County is. They're a pretty good football team. They've kind of done some things, obviously, over the last few years. How many points did Jacob have in 2022 at Corbin? So that's kicking and field goals. We had 8 field goals, and there was a lot of extra points out there, too. So how many points did he have in 2022? If you've got the answer, if you want to raise your hand, we'll look around, and I'll come to you. Or you can comment on the Facebook stream with that answer. But Samantha, I'll let you go now.
I don't have that answer. I had the last one. Okay. So you've obviously had a lot of accolades last season, punter of the year for the conference. You've also gotten some preseason watch list accolades. Talk to us about how mentally that affects you, how you prepare for that. And is it a goal that you're like, okay, I'm happy to be on this watch list and I want to perform to the next level?
Yeah, I'm blessed what happened last year, but that's last year. All these preseason stuff, it's nice to have, but honestly, I don't look too much into it. Because I know that, I'm glad and I'm blessed to have what I have and to be where I'm at today. But, all that preseason stuff, it's a matter of me going out and showing it.
Yeah.
So, it's nice to have, but I still got a lot of work I got to do. And, those are goals that I want to achieve. So I know if I want to achieve those, I got to work for it. So just going day by day, not thinking about it, just knowing, doing the best I can for the team, and just strive to get those goals. So
this is probably the second or third time that we've spoken to you, and I was asking you about the TikTok stuff earlier. Now Macy is the girlfriend, right? And she's been on WBON-TV a lot. We've seen her hit 3-pointers, game-winning shots when she played high school basketball over at Madison Southern. Do you ever train for your TikTok videos, or does she just put you on the spot?
No, it's more of she puts me on the spot a little bit, but I can't really say no to her because it don't go
That's
over.
exactly right. Samantha was talking about that, right?
It don't go over too well.
The girlfriend's happy.
Got to keep the girlfriend
But yeah,
happy.
she was an athlete, man. I mean, she played basketball.
You
and
ever play
everything.
one-on-one at all?
We try not to because we're too competitive.
I got you,
we get heated pretty easy, but. She's awesome. Those TikTok things, though, she loves TikTok. And
I'm going to ask her the secret to getting the views because I can't. I post them. A lot of times I'm sitting there on the camera. They won't look at me, obviously, but it's obviously something that people are doing more and more of and getting stuff out there. But back to the football stuff.
Yeah, and I got another quick
Go ahead.
question.
I'll let you go.
Well, obviously we're in Corbin. Talk to us about how special it is to be able to have your family here tonight, this new restaurant, Apollo's Pizza. How cool is it to be back home? You don't get the opportunity, I'm sure, to come home on a Friday night and watch your team. But talk to us about this.
Yeah, this place is awesome. I grew up here. I'm a Corbin kid. This is home. My dad played here. My uncle played here. My mom went to South Laurel, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
She wasn't a Corbin girl, but this place is special. The community, everybody's together. I grew up with all these guys I played with. Just my family's here, and Roy Kidd, he's a legend, and just playing for Corbin's special, playing for this town. So it means a lot for me to be close to home. I'm a homebody. I always have been, and I always will be. But it's just part of it. But being from here and just playing for this community, my family, just representing Corbin means a lot to me. So.
Right, before we let you go,
it's nice that you're close enough too that the family can come and watch your home game.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think so. And maybe that's the reason why we keep winning the home because the family is good.
Hey, that's exactly.
All right. So before we let you go, how are you going to be spending the open weekend? No game this Saturday. So what's the plan for you to kind of just spend the weekend and kind of relaxing before you all get ready for Austin Peay?
Yeah, just kind of reset my mind a little bit. Just kind of get my body to back where it needs to be, and just spend time with my family, my grandparents, my coaches, old friends, and just, really just getting back and spending time with them, just kind of relaxing, kick back, watch college football on Saturday, hang out with Dad. He probably had me do something outside, but,
Got to keep you ready. Got to keep me humble. So, just really stay with family, hang out with family, and just enjoy this time off and just get ready for next week. Well, now you got something to do. You can come down to Apollo and watch some good football this weekend.
Beautiful college football.
Yeah.
All right, so do you know how many points you scored your senior year?
I have no idea.
Does anybody else know? Does anybody get the total number? I've got the number here. So
I'd say your family would know.
Yeah, 98 points is what you scored your senior year. I think it was 8 field goals and 72 extra points, I believe it was. I'm not very good at math, but I think that was what the number was. So 98 points in 2022 at Corbin, and now doing big things for the Colonels as well. It's Jacob Baker. Give him a round of applause as we close things out with him. And Brody Wells will be joining us here when we come back. So don't go anywhere, folks. A lot more to get to on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. We're live tonight at Apollo Pizza here in downtown Corbin.
When you grow up in Richmond, there are 2 traditions you know by heart.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football.
Jack Burford Chevrolet isn't just a place to buy a car. It's where generations of Central Kentucky families have started their journey.
More than just a school, EKU is the heartbeat of this town, a cornerstone where tradition, pride, and a winning spirit come together.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football. 2 Richmond icons, 1 winning tradition.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills. When you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
We're back here on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. We're live downtown Corbin tonight, a special edition of the sports show. We didn't have one on Monday, Samantha. We had the Mad Pink volleyball game between Madison Central and Madison Southern.
Can't believe it's October.
And I'll tell you what, I'm ready for some October weather. Can we get that, please?
This weather is perfect.
It
so
is.
If you're in Corbin or the Corbin area,
but
come to Apollo Pizza.
Can we turn it down about 8 degrees, though? Like, I think that would be really perfect.
But if you're in Richmond, you can sit outside on their patio at Apollo
downtown
Pizza.
And Apollo Pizza downtown as well. There's one in Berea.
Beautiful.
So come on out and see them.
Very beautiful.
Make sure to like all the Facebook pages for Apollo Pizza and get you some good food. I mean, you've got a great place to come hang out here in downtown Corbin now.
Yeah.
But even
they're
if
going to
you're
stay open
not here,
after Friday night's
yeah,
game.
exactly.
So
yeah,
come
a
on
great
down.
place to come celebrate a victory for the Red Hounds.
That's right.
Again, live here at Apollo Pizza, we're talking to Brody Wells, another former Corbin player.
Speaking of a Red Hound.
And so your senior year of high school. Now, don't answer. We've got the answer. You knew what it was. You were close enough. We've talked all your touchdowns.
Is it close enough, or you got it right?
Well, if you throw in the defensive score, he got the right number.
Yeah.
But how many touchdowns did Brody have his senior year in 2022 at Corbin? Again, you can come over. You can raise your hand if you know the answer, or you can comment on the Facebook page with how many touchdowns did Brody have his senior year.
Yeah, a defensive
Corbin.
touchdown. I mean,
that would be total. So if you throw that one in, we've got the number. But I'm talking about receiving touchdowns. So you had an interception return for a touchdown in the semifinal game your senior year, right? So that set up the chance for you guys to go take on Boyle County in the state championship game.
Right. Yep.
And Corbin's got a rich history. We talked about North Laurel having a rich history. You guys have one at Corbin as well with high school football. So talk about that and what it's like, going from one tradition to another, now putting on the maroon and white and Eastern.
Well, there wasn't much of a difference from like what is expected at Corbin and what is expected at EKU. you come to Corbin and it's expected to win every week. You're going to work your tail off and you're going to perform to your best. And it's the same thing at Eastern. There's a standard of excellence at both places, and it wasn't a tough transition for me. I got coached hard in high school. I had a great high school coach, and I'm getting coached hard in college too. It was a pretty smooth transition.
Do you ever talk to Coach Wells like, hey, we got the same last name, take it easy on him? Do you ever pull that on him a little bit?
It
gets
brought up
a lot, yeah.
You can say I'm your cousin.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's when new guys come around, I always get the questions are you related? No, I'm not. But yeah.
You look back on these first 5 games, obviously. It's been kind of an up and down start to the season. So talk about what you've seen from your position group and what you guys have seen from how things have gone so far and what the vibe is around the team.
Well, we started out a little slow, and I think we've picked things up a little bit. Our linebacker room has really, stepped up solely in Caden. Caden had a great game the other day. And, we're just looking to continue to improve and do things the right way. At the beginning of the season, we were making too many small mistakes that's our fault. It's not the other team beating us. It's us messing up these small things. And, we're starting to figure that out, starting to really mesh together. And, I'm excited for the rest of the year. I'm excited to keep going.
Well, we're obviously in Corbin. A lot of people here probably know your family history.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of football background in your family. Tell us all, because it's a lot.
It is a lot, yeah. My dad played at Florida State. His brother played at Marshall. My papa played at Anderson. His brother played at Tennessee. So we've always been a big football. My brother played at Lindsey Wilson. We're a big football family, and it's always been expected of me growing up to be a football player.
Yeah.
But it's not something they've pushed on me, Like my dad is always, if you want to play, play. And I always make this joke, my dad won a state championship, and without a championship, I don't have a seat at the big boys table yet. And that's just a little running joke.
At the Sugar Bowl?
Yeah, he won a Sugar Bowl at Florida State. Yeah.
Oh, so he's got a lot of hardware there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
3 state championships, I think.
Man.
Two state championships, a Sugar Bowl. Yeah, it's a nice little collection.
Does he bring that up a lot to you?
No, not really.
Okay. He don't rub it in then?
No. I've seen the rings, though. So
But now, you played basketball, too. So you love for both, but you just had to make that choice,
Oh,
right?
I love basketball.
What were you better at?
I was pretty even at both. I was a good basketball player. I played for Coach Petrosky. He's one of my most favorite men of all time. He had a huge impact on me. I wasn't going to play basketball when I came to Corbin. And I was at a JV football game, and Coach P came up to me and talked to me for about 30 minutes. And I was like, I have to play for this guy. And he was so much fun to be around. And it was a lot of fun playing basketball for him. But
when you come back home now, now you got this place to come down to. What do you like to do when you come back home right now?
I just like to enjoy time with family. With our schedule, you don't really get to come home a lot. Yeah. And when you do, I like to just relax and spend time with family and just do what I can't do when I'm up in Richmond. Just hang out in Corbin, see some of my old friends.
A lot of similarities, though. I feel like the downtown. Corbin's got a lot going on right now.
It is very similar.
Yeah.
When you drive down through here and drive down through downtown Richmond, it is, looks about the same.
Same thing we ask, Jacob, what do you got going on this weekend? Got any plans to come back home this weekend or
tomorrow,
being close enough?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to come try to watch the game. I haven't came to a game in 2 years because of the travel. Johnson Central.
Oh, okay. That's another.
Rivalry.
Big rivalry.
Game.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So
is it a district game for them? You guys in the same district as Johnson Central?
We might be now.
Okay.
I think we are, actually. Yeah, they did that district realignment a couple of years ago, and I think that did put them in it.
Well, obviously, when you look at the maroon and white and talk about right now we've done 9 straight home games, victories. Talk about what it's like playing at Roy Kidd Stadium. When you look up there and you see, family in the crowd, you see a jam-packed stadium. What's it like playing out there?
It's a lot of fun. One of the main reasons I came to EKU is because it's close to home. Yeah. And they've always had a great atmosphere, and we enjoy those atmospheres. We really do. Fans might not recognize it, but when we go out there and we have a packed crowd, everyone just gets a little more juiced up than usual. But, no, it's nice. There's a couple times during the game I might look up there at my family just to, it's nice to be able to do that.
Anything else for us?
You're studying exercise science.
I switched.
You switched.
I switched, yeah.
Okay.
What are we doing now?
Because I was like, I have no idea what that is.
It was like anatomy, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, that's old stat.
All right,
Fancy
so now
word.
what are you studying?
I was doing exercise science, risk management and insurance. So it's kind of like a finance, business kind of thing. It's enjoyable. I've started doing it about a year and a half ago, and it's interesting. I've liked learning about it.
Well, I'd say a lot of people are going to want you to stay in Richmond, but, you may be coming back home.
Yeah, you never know.
Well,
Yeah.
even if he moves back home, he can still serve the people of Richmond
That's
too.
exactly
Absolutely,
right.
yeah.
All right, so the answer to the trivia question, how many touchdown receptions did Brody have in 2022 at Corbin? And the answer was 9. He had 9 touchdown catches his senior year, and you talked about the interception return for touchdowns. So it's
That
10
counts.
total that
10 total,
year.
yeah.
So we'll count that for you, too. So Brody Wells, another great Corbin Red Hound, now playing for the EKU Colonels and the Maroon and White. Where's Coach Wells? Coach, you ready to come back on with us? We're going to take another commercial break. We'll bring Coach Walt Wells on to close things out. We'll talk more about this beautiful establishment here, now open in downtown Corbin, Apollo Pizza. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll close things out here on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
When you grow up in Richmond, there are 2 traditions you know by heart.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football.
Jack Burford Chevrolet isn't just a place to buy a car. It's where generations of Central Kentucky families have started their journey.
More than just a school, EKU is the heartbeat of this town, a cornerstone where tradition, pride, and a winning spirit come together.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football. 2 Richmond icons, 1 winning tradition.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
We are back on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Michael Watkins, Samantha Burford. You get a good look there at the inside the new Apollo Pizza in downtown Corbin.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful, and again, the modernization of opening up this place in downtown. And Coach, you've got a big announcement for folks that are watching. If they're going to be around in downtown Corbin this weekend, whether you come out for the game tomorrow night or anything this weekend to come watch some college football, there are going to be some cool things happening here.
On a limited basis, they have a stack of tickets to give away to the Austin Peay game, so people are more than welcome to come in here, eat some pizza, watch the games this weekend. A lot of great games. Miami, Florida State going on this weekend. Georgia, Kentucky. I'm sure they'll have that going at noon on Saturday and ready to go. And so, they're more. And then all next week, if they're there, I know the grand opening is on Monday, I think it is.
It's coming up, yeah.
So, anyway, just ask for free tickets that are there. That being said, you can get tickets at ESPN, EKUsports.com, all right? And Ray White, and you can call Raymond White or ESPN. I've done it twice.
You were watching.
That's right. I'm watching the games. EKUsports.com and get your tickets. They're only $5 for general admission. We talked about that on KSR today, so that was a good time. But, really a nice place right here. I mean, the Apollo's crew have done a great job of opening this thing up. I'm sure it'll bring a lot to downtown Corbin. Is my understanding it'll be open all week. So, Sunday through Saturday, so no closing. And you come down here and get some of the best all around.
And lots of TVs.
Oh, lots of TVs.
So if you want to watch any football game,
well, they
get
got this
down
little kind of private area as
Yeah,
well.
we're
So
on
I'm
the
sure if you want to
patio.
have a little get together with a little birthday party.
I've dubbed it the Roy Kidd Room.
Right, there you
That's
go.
a great
yeah,
idea.
Yeah.
Now-
So I do have a
you
question
go.
for you though. So
Okay.
Ryan Lemon, Drew Franklin, or Michael Watkins, Samantha Burford? Like, who would you rather be interviewed by? I'm
Oh,
putting him
there's
on
no
the spot.
question.
No
Michael
close.
Michael Watkins or Samantha Burford. I mean, although Drew Franklin is from Madisonville, we
Yeah,
found
he
out
is,
today,
yeah.
Yes.
and I'm not. I'm
I
from
listened
Nashville.
to you, Coach.
But we had some hometown connections there, and I shocked him with a couple of things. He wasn't ready for that.
You're right. You did. I listened, and he was shocked that you knew some of the restaurants and some of the hangouts.
The old amusement, the game room at the mall, the Pirates Cove. Me and my
Yes.
cousin,
Oh, okay.
me and my cousin Greg used to hang out in there and scope the chicks. And 13 years old, you know what I mean?
Is that how you landed Jennifer?
No, Jen would have been in college by that time.
Okay.
Where she at?
Oh, she's going to kill you. She's going to kill you.
Robbing the cradle.
Now, Coach, all right, October 11th, big game at home, Austin Peay, kickoffs at 6 p.m. But there's some specials going on that night. So talk to us about what fans can do.
Well, I think the big thing is kids at the Kid.
Yes.
Which means you come and bring your kids. There'll be special things for families and their children. I know we always have a bouncy house inside, so they can they can bounce away while the parents enjoy the game, and some adult time and some adult beverages maybe in adult situations. Then they'll have other things for the kids that they can do, and I know you can catch those on EKUsports.com at football. And they'll talk all about that. And, our people do a great job with that. And then it's Hall of Fame night. We have 2 football people going into the Hall of Fame. Leon Hart, who was a long-time offensive coach at EKU, was there for the national championship. For this pitcher right here, he called the plays for this pitcher in the semifinals and then obviously the finals. And then when I got there in 1997, he had just returned as the offensive coordinator, where he'd been the head coach at Elon for a while. And so Leon's a great friend of mine, a big-time mentor of mine, so proud of him. And then that same year, John Revere came as the running back coach and was actually my roommate when I was the head of O'Donnell Hall, which was a football dorm. And he didn't want to move out when me and Jen got married. He wanted to live with me and Jen. And I said, no, buddy, that ain't going to work. And
he's a character. We interviewed him on the show, the Tailgate show last week, and he's a lot of fun.
John's a good man. His son JR won 2 national championships, I think, as a starting quarterback at Georgia Southern. His other son was a first-round draft pick from Lexington Catholic, I think it was, for the Minnesota Twins. And,
Ben Revere, right?
Yeah, Ben Revere. And then he's got a daughter that's done great things. And so John is John's done a great job. Him and his wife are been great people. His wife actually mentored Jen on how not to take your kids to games when they're sick and because you're going to be the one stuck caring for them when they're still working. And so Jen took that advice, and Brenda's her name. She did a great job. She was a cheerleader actually at Ohio State. So a lot of history with John. He played baseball and football at EKU and did a phenomenal job there, and then went into high school coaching for a long time before he came to EKU. So 2 well-deserving men going into the Hall of Fame, and and that's special. I mean, that's something that lasts forever. They can come through AC Arena, and their kids can, and their grandkids, and their great-grandkids, and see all the stuff that's there for them. So I'm really proud for them, and looking forward to seeing them at the game.
Earlier you were talking about the ranked teams, and you talked about Austin Peay and West Georgia this weekend. I think there's 4 teams in the UAC.
4 teams in the UAC
now?
ranked, third conference in America in FCS football.
We'll talk about just how good this conference is, and you've really seen it grow over the last few years.
It's phenomenal. I mean, it's as tough probably as the Big Sky and the Missouri Valley. Maybe not as well known because of their length and time. I coached in Missouri Valley when it was called the Gateway when I was at Western Kentucky, and you got to come ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, Tarleton and Abilene and Austin Peay and West Georgia. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, there's not an easy game. You don't look at it and say, all right, that's a check right there.
Yeah.
And so you got to, I heard one of the kids saying it. We just take it one game at a time. That's what we got to do. I mean, if you look ahead at something like, oh, I want to get back at them, or oh, I want to do this or that, man, you're gonna get slaughtered. You just got to go and be the best version of yourself that week, and prepare that week for that team, and then flush it after 24 hours and move on to the next one.
Well, you mentioned those three teams that are left. You've got Austin Peay, you've got Tarleton State, and you've got Abilene Christian all at home.
Yeah, it's huge.
So all three of those ranked teams will be coming into Roy Kidd Stadium. So if you already didn't have plans to come watch, now you know a ranked team is coming in.
Right.
So it's an even bigger deal to come out there. And talk about what that means to have that kind of competition coming in as well and having those games at home.
Well, I think people want to come see good football.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, obviously people enjoy the atmosphere. They enjoy certain things about whatever you go to, whether you're going to the University of Kentucky to watch a game, whether you're going to Corbin High to watch a game, or whether you're going to Eastern Kentucky to watch a game. You know, everybody wants to go and see people that they know, that all have a common goal, which is for the team to win, obviously, but enjoy themselves in that Saturday. And I think our people in our administration do a great job of putting that on and giving a great family atmosphere for our fans. And then, you know, for me, I'm sitting there like, all right, every year we've been there, we've had some guys go to NFL camps or get drafted or whatever in the NFL, CFL, or whatever they call it now, the UFL, I think is what they call it. And so you're going to see really good football players, and you're going to see really good football players on the other side. And so why not come? The price is right.
Yeah. There's a lot to do.
A lot of good football and a lot of good things to do in town. And you know, it's an easy jaunt from here to come see, you know, a young man from London and two men from Corbin playing football, and that are representing your cities the right way. They're great young men. They're great students. I mean, I couldn't be more happy to have them on our football team because they make a difference every day. And they're only going to get better and better and better. And so I'm excited about their futures. But there's also other young men that are really good football players. Our coaches work hard, you know, and everybody commented last week about how good the crowd was. I mean, everybody, not just the people outside the Moberly building where we are, but the people inside it. I heard coaches saying it. I heard players commenting on it.
There was some complaints about the on-the-field person, though, that was doing the mic. I heard she was better looking. I heard she was better looking, but not as fun. So we'll have to talk to Corbin.
I didn't even know who did that.
It wasn't me.
You're a little busy.
Was that you?
No, it wasn't me.
No.
Who was it? It's Molly. Yeah.
He's just mad because he didn't get to do it.
Yeah. I got to be a fan though, and I don't get to do that a whole lot.
You know, they didn't do it in the first game. And so I don't know what happened the first game, but the second game they did it, and that was nice for the TV and for the effects and everything that goes in there. And you know, the one thing I tell people is, like, everybody's complaining about so many games on TV and this, that, and the other, and I get that, okay? But there's nothing replaces being there, and there's nothing replacing, going out and enjoying the day. And, you know, everybody's got the little boxes in their hands. They can watch, whoever they want to watch when they want to watch.
Yeah.
But, I think our people have done a great job, and our community has done a great job, and we got to continue to get them out.
All right. Well, EKU is notorious for tradition, the history of it all. The one thing you guys always do is running down that hill before a game. The kids are going to get to do that at halftime.
Oh, are they? Okay, great.
That's
great.
awesome.
With the kids at the Kid.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that, because you were talking about that a minute ago.
Yeah.
You got any advice for them?
Oh, well, just those
Be
kids.
careful.
Well, they're a lot more bounce back easier than I am. So if they fall, they'll roll. Some of them are going to fall on purpose, because we did it at camp before.
Yeah.
And they fall on purpose just to roll down the hill.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
What they don't know is there's a bunch of them, they may get trampled a little bit, but they'll be okay. But actually,
you get worried? You're like, hold on to me.
I do. Now
I've seen him kind of like gingerly come down.
No,
the
I'm
hill
not
there.
coming down.
Especially if it's wet.
So far, knock on wood, I haven't fell yet, so I'm trying not to. But my first game, second game back after my cardiac event, I was running down that hill, and I was like, oh, gosh, here we go. And then they're like, well, don't do it.
Do you practice that at all yourself?
No.
No, okay. Yeah.
No, I mean, look at my ankles. I mean, I played O-line, but I got racehorse ankles. I got racehorse ankles, so I mean, I ain't falling down that. Now I just jinxed myself.
All right, we'll make sure we get the camera on you.
Yeah. Oh, it's done. I'm over.
All right, folks, don't forget, right here at Apollo Pizza in Corbin, they've got tickets for the October 11th game. See a ranked Austin Peay team come into Richmond to take on the Colonels. And it'll be a big rivalry game. It's your alma mater, right?
Yeah,
So,
well, it's where my football alma mater.
So come on out there and support EKU football and support some of the guys from your hometown.
Yes.
Go to EKUsports.com to get your tickets or stop by here this weekend and grab some for yourself for free here at Apollo Pizza in downtown Corbin. Coach, thank you for setting this up and allowing us to come out and showcase this great place.
We want to add one more thing. UK is off. They're away.
On the 11th. Okay. On the 11th.
So,
that's right.
I shouldn't say off. They're away.
Yeah.
Playing Georgia. Right?
No,
that's
they're off next week.
This weekend.
Yeah, they're off next weekend.
Yeah.
So they're okay. I was right the first time. So they're off.
Of course, you throw that in there. She was right.
Thank you, Coach.
They're off.
I've already been wrong once today.
But
okay, so they're off. So there's no reason for the whole surrounding counties.
Yeah, trade your blue in for some maroon on the Saturday.
Now, you can wear your blue. I don't care. Just come on out and yell and scream for us.
Yeah.
That's right. But I also want to thank Rodney Davis and the Apollo's crew for having us out here and letting us showcase our fine athletes from this area and get everybody in his store here. I think it's awesome. And he supports us in so many ways. It's unbelievable. And then the Jack Burford show coming out here and what John and Samantha and the rest of them
We did have to ask for a little bit more of a budget for Samantha to come all the way to Corbin.
Well, we thought about private jet, but we just it was there, but something happened mechanically. We thought it'd be just safer if she got in the Sprinter van with us.
Could you all fit the makeup artist in the van?
Oh, there's no question. We had everything fine. So, but their support in this show but in our football and our community. Both of them, they do such a fantastic job. So thank you very much to them for putting this on and highlighting our young men.
All right, folks, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Come on down here to Apollo Pizza in Corbin and grab you a great meal this weekend. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.